hosted by the Financial Bear with Chris Byrd and Nando, the BTS Specialist.
Welcome to the Setup in-camera podcast. I am Roger, the Financial Bear, with our guest. This is before the real interview. This is Chris from Icey Jace Films. That's right?
That's correct.
All right. Now, may that be like a Honda, the man that be more like a BMW in the video world. So, he work with some top names. So, before we go no further, I want him to just reel up a few of the top names he worked for in the last year.
All right. First of all, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to be here.
All right.
I see you guys doing some great work. And, when you gave me the call to come out and be on the podcast, I couldn't resist. I had to be here. Some of the big names, boy, over the years we work with a lot of people, Definitely some of the giants locally, the Sean Paul, the Beanie Man, the Bounty Killer. Most recently I got the opportunity to work with soca giant in Alistair Hines.
Oh, nice curvy diva, curvy.
There you go. So yeah man, everyone locally, the Skilly Bang, the Jamils, pretty much everybody. I can't think of a local artist that I haven't worked with.
Well, to me, you make it look easy. But I love to know, just a rough tip, how you get started in a little bit. And I'm about to give you the prettier thing, like, God just showed me this. Tell me how it really go, your first video.
This is very important because a lot of times, people who know me, they only know me as a video director. They come across me currently in the video directing space. But the truth is, how I got started in this whole thing, I was already in entertainment. For those of you in entertainment, you probably would know of Solid Agency.
Yeah.
That's where I really started as a publicist.
Publicist?
As a publicist, right. So I used to write the articles, I used to book the radio interviews, the TV interviews for the artists. So behind the scenes, I was already interacting with most of the artists. Not in the video capacity, but I was already interacting with them, and I built relationships over the years. And I think after a while, my boss at the time, Sharon Burke.
Big up Sharon Burke. Big up the sponsorship of a Solid Agency to found.
Right, we have to big up the boss lady. Yeah. At the time, she had acquired a camera. I remember it was a Sony camera. And she entrusted it in my care. And I used to shoot like the Fully Loadeds, the Shaggy and Friends, all the big concerts that we basically put on. So it was a case where I was growing into the video production space. But I didn't start out shooting music videos. I started out shooting stage shows, interviews like this. And I remember one day, Left Side came in the office. And at this time I would have already met him a few times. But I remember he came in the office and he was playing the Fat Punani song. That was when it just came out. And I remember him said to me, let
me ask you a question. His father's Lloyd Park. If you don't know Left Side, his father's like
Lloyd Park.
How you feel about his son and sing a song like that?
Why? I've only met Mr. Parks once, I've only met Mr. Parks once, but very cool. He's a music head too, so I'm sure, him understand the music and the age gap. And
let's ask. Yeah. You know my father miserable, so
I think he's very supportive, Craig. But yeah, like I was saying, Left Side came into the office and at the time, the Fat Punani song, it was just blowing up. So I remember he came in the office and he said to me, I see you with a camera and I see you always shooting, one and two things in the office, but can you shoot a music video? And I remember at the time I didn't have a production team or anything, but I had the knowledge and I had the passion to, I basically said, yeah man, if it is you want me to shoot the video, I can shoot the video. And I remember him say, all right. And probably around a week later, we went over some numbers, we agreed on a budget. And basically I just started planning, and that was my first official music video. And to be honest, it was for a huge song. It was a huge song at the time.
That's what I'm saying. It was, Left Side was
Yeah, it opened a lot of doors for me because after that project, you know, even people, artists like Elephant Man who was around me on a daily, you know, were like, yo, no one knows say you could have shoot video. And I remember probably like a month after that, Ellie called me and Ellie said, you know, say, I have a song. I don't want an official video, but I want you to shoot something for it. And a similar thing happened where when we shot that unofficial video, it actually became an official video. You know, it did official numbers. You know, so that's pretty much how I started out.
So you're a sharpshooter, you get the chance and
Yeah.
now drop no catch whatsoever.
I have a big up Left Side and Elephant Man because really and truly, for those who don't know, those are the first two artists who really believe in Icey Jace and give Icey Jace an opportunity to show him skill.
But that's an art, like a brand. The brand have a kind of eeriness to it, it have a kind of mystique to it. If you follow your Instagram, you always look like you're just somewhere exotic and pose and take pictures, kind of like the man in the shadows. So how you build that brand online, how you build that persona?
You know, that's deliberate as well. Over the years, what I've tried to do is kind of keep myself in the background and showcase the brand. So
that's kind of the opposite of what most of the people in the field do.
That's very true, but there's a strategy behind it, right? Like I said, it was deliberate, and for me, I wanted to do something that was comfortable to me. Now, yes, I'm in entertainment, but the truth is, I'm somewhat of an introvert. You know, I like...
But most creative people are introverts.
Well, there you go. So
it kind of look weird sometimes when you see the introverts outside and...
There you go.
And up and down.
Exactly. So for me, I know I had to get the brand out there, but I know I didn't necessarily want to be front and center pushing it. So what I did at the time, I found creative ways to get it out. I remember, I think this would have been the first summer of Icey Jace. I want to give you a year, but let me think about it because I've been doing it so long I would say 2014, 2015, right? So this would have been the summer 2014, 2015. And I was thinking about how I can market Icey Jace films and get it out there even more. And I remember printing some t-shirts, some bikinis and some t-shirts. And I said, you know what?
Can we get a year? Yeah, hell yeah!
I say,
I'm going to ask you, hold on, where you find them? Go ahead again.
Right, so I remember printing the t-shirts and I say, you know what? I'm not going to wear these t-shirts. I'm going to get some of the same models that I would have booked for video shoots, you know, females that I would have known over a period of time and get them to come do photo shoots, do different video production, branding, and push it out there. And I want to be honest with you, for that first year, that idea that I had how to market the business was what kind of catapulted the brand out there.
Because more people think at that much thought it was a fashion brand at one point.
There you go, and it reached a point where, you know, everybody wanted a t-shirt. Like I said, most people thought it was actually a brand, like,
yeah,
it
gave that brand vibe.
Official, exactly.
Gave that brand vibe about it.
For me, that was just my way of putting the brand out there without being out there too much in the front. And it worked. Subsequently did it for the year following and the year after that. And it did start reach a point where, you know, I was introducing a lot of new faces to the scene, you know, in terms of models.
That's, yeah, because do a lot, I'm not tell a lie, some of the models I use, I was seeing a year video them. And I tell you, because one of them, I don't remember her name, you see. When I see her, I say, come on, I know if I know video, you say, you're doing that about 3 video.
Man,
yeah.
I think, although I can't swear and say, you know, we were the only one, but I can tell you for a fact that we've introduced a lot of female talent, a lot of eye candy, a lot of video vixens,
you have.
a lot of models into the industry.
You have, and them kind of blast them off and do something.
Right. If I should call her name, sure.
Yeah.
Luxury Dolly. One of the first music videos she ever did was one that I booked her for, and it was a QQ video at the time. And it's a video called Wobble Wobble. So you know what I'm going to do? I put it out there. QQ Wobble Wobble. If you search that on YouTube, that would have probably been one of the first. Because I remember her even saying it to me. one of the first videos that Cher did before the dancehall queen Cher, before the success with her business. I was one of the first persons to kind of introduce her into the video.
Well, kind of, you're somewhat of a, not even somewhat, in our era, you have other people before and the thing, we have to give them respect, but
True.
in this era, you have kind of stamped your presence. Them say J-Will, but we give it, when I say you, when I throw the controversy, but them say J-Will, but we give you the crown, that's because, I say, well, your work has been consistent. And that's what I want to ask before we miss out that. How you maintain the consistency in your work?
Well, consistency for me is very important. Separate and apart from video production, I try and be consistent in life, in the things that I do on a daily. Like you rightfully said, when I came in the business, I saw the J-Wills, I saw the Rascasa, I saw Asha.
Asha, me done.
Right, the Garrett Core
Yeah,
brands.
man. You used to go to school with Garrett.
Well, there you
When
go.
I meet him with Laxman, I said,
Exactly.
you look at Garrett, this is long locks and around the place.
I came in the business and I saw all these people, but I wanted to kind of carve out a little piece of the business for myself.
You have definitely from the shadows, like a superhero, you have definitely carved out your enigma.
Right.
The name right here, sir. So, this is a pre-game because we're going in at the questions and you have to tell us some information. We don't want no proper thing, we want to tell us how it really go. So, this has been the pre-game and the setup. The pre-game of the setup. The interview will come next, a forward next. So, don't move. Like, share, subscribe, follow, do the whole of them something there. Land nobody will laughing. Remember, I said we are post out. So, we will be real. It's a real thing. Nothing I can edit out of this.
That's
So,
all.
The